Alright, welcome back to another Play and Explain. Um, in today's video, I'm just going to be playing some normal tables on ACR. Let me know if you guys want to see more normal table gameplay. I don't know if any of these are bomb pots. One of these are bomb pots, so we'll get some bomb pot action. Here you can play a big bet. I like B75 for check. You know what? I'm going to check this one. I'm going to be cute. What a 31. The king being a heart means he's going to have. Yeah. Gonna be able to cooler those lower BFDs more. Alright. And then here on the turn, we can do either. I'm gonna go for the check again. Should have probably raised here. Ace 8, I think the mix. I don't know about this deep, and now I'm just gonna check. Yeah, it kind of sucks, because if we had B75, we would have won that spot, but if you want to size up, you're gonna have to play checks. So. On the double flush draw, the 8 of spades is kind of nice because, for example, Jack 10 is drawing thinner, 6-5 is drawing thinner. So if we're gonna ever check a 9, it might be this with a spade. So I'm actually gonna go for the check here. I have one table of an Ontario poker game going on the side, which I'm not going to show on the video. I might show like a hand or something for fun. And here on the turn when he checks, just B75, ripping some King X, and then we just call versus raise. Ace 7. So yeah, playing some 1K. These tables are 1Ks as you can see at the top. I'm not going to change the colors or anything. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see some normal tables on ACR. Just gonna call here. I don't like the idea of raising. I mean, I'm sure you have to do it to keep him honest, and whatever size he goes here, we're calling. Nine of diamonds unblocks bluffs, Jack of spades obviously unblocks bluffs, and we block some value. So, those two things together. Obviously, if he has a flush, he has a flush. Guys, that's the one thing here, because people bluff way more on the site, the value is also thinner. So like these people are way better than my pool. But I'm up like 4K so far on ACR, partly running good. That's not even including my deposit bonus. So yeah. Okay, so here on the double flush draw texture, when we check by flop, we're checking very high frequency on the flop. I like the idea of checking this. It's a good check call. The thing with all the other diamond draws, let's say you have a worse diamond draw like queen deuce of diamonds, you don't like check calling as much because you might just lose to some ace queen bluff, or not ace queen, just some ace x bluff. That's the point. Whereas this hand has some showdown, so there's no need to bet it. You might as well just see if you hit. You're gonna be bluffing a lot of your other draws. And I think this hand's weird. It's okay as a call. Yeah, nice hand. The weird part is you have to call a good amount. I'm gonna go for the squeeze here. If this guy jams over the top, it obviously sucks. But, yeah. Alright. Not having a diamond or a spade makes me want to size up a little more, as he might be more tempted to float stuff. Oh, I messed up on this other table. I was supposed to check back and I didn't. I'm just going to go for all of it. He might have a pocket pair with a diamond and have to call. If he has a flush, let's be real, I'm getting stacked anyway. And people don't really like bluffing these days high textures, so I'm going to go for all of it. Oh, just because like if I check back, like I'm getting stacked by a flush 100% of the time anyway. My hand's really vulnerable, so. Is it a shove in theory? I don't really know the spot. Like, to be fair, the spot shouldn't exist. Like, I don't know. This guy's range shouldn't really be a thing. He's probably what the game's running around, though I wouldn't know. He sized up here. Yeah, probably a wreck. Most of the short stack regs will not play like this. There is a good amount of short stack regs here, which is a bit confusing. Yeah. Damn, my hair is crazy. If I'm looking at this table a lot, it's because I have in Ontario, the pool I play in. I have a GG poker table up, but I'm mainly recording ACR. If something funny happens, I'll show up, but I'm not going to be commentating about it. If I get a stack or something, I can show you the table right here. Oh no. God, that was stressful. But yeah, I've been trying to record for a while in the PC. I had to clear a bunch of storage on my PC. It's not like obviously the best excuse, but well, it's not like an excuse. It's more just what was happening. I could have still recorded if I was really motivated to. Did I mess up here? No, I just called right. It's gonna go big. We're gonna call. That's a pretty banger river. Not gonna lie. Oh, so we have a bomb pot here. Oh, okay, I don't know why he checks. 10-9 is in a hand. That was so nitty. I'm obviously calling a jam. So, I mean, he has way more 10-9 than I do because I can't call most 10-9 on the turn. Outside of 10-9 of spades, which might even 3-bet pre. Okay, we got some potential with this. Having the best of any color when the trips come in is nice. Because obviously anyone could have like 5 deuce, 4 deuce. Not to mention being able to make like the nut 2 pair is pretty good. Gonna 3-bet the Q10 here. I don't really know the theory about these bomb pots, so we're gonna though I've been kind of crushing it. I'm not gonna lie, my bluff game has been absurd in these bomb pots. I find it kind of fun. It's like a different game, so you kind of have to theorize what's the best course of action. Obviously, can't fold here. Oof, bingo. He's gonna have a lot of potential bluffs here, so I think we just call. He's gonna have a lot of like ugly, like gut shots and shit. He doesn't have like a draw that's strong enough to call a jam, so I don't think we can really raise for value. And if he has 2 pair, he's gonna give us the money anyway. So we're gonna call. Yikes! But I'm still gonna call river. Unfortunate. If he has 9-6, 9 deuce, we lose. I don't think he's B75ing a 9 on the turn. So yeah, don't really love the river though. It's not really a popular bluff either. I don't think, like, I have a good amount of 9x. Okay, he checks. He just has some draw, right? Gut shot. Oh, that stings, bro. What is he doing? Oh, dude. What? Oh, that actually hurt my soul. And the fact that he wins it too. Playing like an absolute Mickey Mouse clubhouse player. Like, not even, like, he's bluffing without even 2 overs. Like, I don't know. That's just, he gets so bailed. I don't think this is a 3-bet. I just autopilot. I thought he was from cutoff. So, let's hope we don't get punished. Dude, I've been running bad, bro. That stung. I mean, it's such a high EV spot, man. The 9 breaks out. We were gonna call it jam. Thank God he didn't jam for value. I would have been so tilted. Like, what was he jamming to get value from? A 6? Like, thank God he didn't jam. Maybe we should have jammed turn. I was just thinking he has like a lot of gut shots and stuff. I didn't factor ace-x into his bluff range on the flop. So it's good to note that this guy's definitely on the more aggressive end, because anyone bluffing that spot, they're not a passive player. They're trying to. There's a lot of players here that I've called a lot of insane jams, like big jams. There's a lot of players here that understand that some spots are overfolded because people don't like to make ugly calls, and they take advantage of it. Sorry about the noise. That's important. I would say if you guys are in a lower stakes, that doesn't really exist, but in a higher stakes, people really do fight for almost every pot. They like to take note of overfolded lines and size crazy to exploit them. Oh, that's so frustrating, bro. We should just return. Run it twice. Would have lost less. I mean, you never know. Freaking 9, so sick. This isn't an open as well, but there's a wreck in the big, so actually, if I was paying attention, I would have opened it. 74? I can get after it. I would say rigs like to overbluff this spot, so. Because they like to take all the mixed combos pure, because it just does make money, because people don't 4-bet it enough. Or 4-bet jam, which is still a 4-betting. It's a form of 4-betting. What do you say? It's pretty. That's like the main reason I advocate for theory is it's the only way you can learn how to exploit some players, because from my journey of learning myself, like the game and all of these different lines, I'm able to identify when other people are taking certain things that maybe I did in the past, like, oh, they 3-bet at this frequency, or maybe they played the exact same way I do and I know how to exploit myself. So I'm like, okay, this guy's very good. He's gonna analyze it. He's gonna understand that this line is profitable because I understand it's profitable, so I know how to exploit it. Like for example there, whereas someone who doesn't, they just want to find one strategy that works. But poker's constantly changing, right? So the better you get, the better your opponents are going to play too, because yeah. In poker, I think for the long, like at some point maybe I can't tell, but it will never be a complete solver game. It's too much work, and the EV payoff you get from it is not that high. There's always going to be exploiting, because it's going to be where most of the money's made. Whether it's exploitively folding, exploitively sizing, or just like insanely big exploits, which is, you know, what a lot of the content you see online is. Just going to call here. I like the slow play. The ace king, because we have the nuts, basically. Worst isn't folding. We have the best blocker. We block most of the flushes. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna check. My range really reps a 9. And this is a really bad card for a 9. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has bluffs. He's gonna have to attack this spot. Yeah. So I was hoping I would see a gem. Here, damn, like, it's like our hand looks better than it is. You know, we don't have immediate any good cards. We're gonna have to fold almost the turn pure. Like, we can't even guarantee our imply odds. If he sneezes on half the turns in the deck, we're gonna have to fold, and it's a pretty big size. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Without an over, basically, you need to be a little more passive. I'm on a 15. I'll let go of it. Oh, I'm gonna call here because I panicked. Wow, good thing. Good or bad thing I called. If he has an ace, that would have called pre then. I'm just gonna check. The good news about this is he's gonna make some insane adjustment to my game based off the fact that, like, I misplayed because I was running out of time. I mean, I'm gonna need to see this. If you play an ace like this, congrats, bro. Fair enough. So we would have saved ourselves a lot of money if we had just been not recording. I probably should have called, because no one bluffs that spot ever. So I probably should have just folded. But I wanted to see. I wanted to show him how big of an idiot I am. So he hopefully makes a mistake versus me. How long am I recording for? 14 minutes. Probably gonna record this one for 30 minutes. Yeah. Tilted about that ace deuce hand. Happens. Not been running the best this week, but I've been on a bit of a heater, as you guys know, so can't complain. I'm always on a heater. I'm the best player. Alright, so what happened here? Just flatten the... So we're gonna have to check range here. And then on the turn here, since we're checking range, we're gonna be polar on the turn, and we're gonna go for the overmat. We're gonna have a lot of bluffs here, so when we have this type of holding, we're just gonna... Yeah, unblock a lot of calls as well. Well, not really, because like everyone's button flattening range is different. There's like the theory one, there's the scrub one, and then there's the fish one, or like the tricky guy one as well. Like some people have aces. Like I saw one of the regs have aces. And the guy's like probably a good reg, so he just thinks it makes money. You can't really call something bad when a good player does something. You're always like, huh, maybe. But I prefer to stay a little more, keep it a little more simple and capitalize on the spots that I know I can capitalize off of consistently, as opposed to playing like this really tricky playstyle versus players that I don't know anything about. Because then it's like, why am I being tricky? How am I supposed to know how they're gonna respond? But yeah. I'd say the most important thing in poker, or most, okay, I'm not gonna get all theoretical about life, but in general, it's just, to make sure you just stay thinking. I think that's the most important thing. Why does something work? What makes it work? There's no, especially in a game like poker, it just teaches you like, the second something becomes super good, it stops being as good, you know, any strategy. Outside of the objective theoretical one, which is a very more passive strategy. It's built more on equilibrium and being objective and unexploitable and stuff. So it kind of gives you a good baseline of what, if ever, theory is not less about what a perfect poker player looks like, but it's more so, at least the way I see it, it's more so how you have to play poker if everyone's close to perfect. That's the easy way for how I think about it, at least. And here I'm gonna call. He should size down here because he wants to 3-bet more often, but in reality, I'm still just gonna call. Good 4-bet. I don't mind it. But I probably want to block a little more shoves. The 10 isn't the greatest because it might be calling. And he sizes up here. I'm going to call it still. Maybe I'm just being an absolute fish, though. I think people overdo this B75 on like sizing up. I know in theory I'm supposed to probably tallest, but he checks. Damn, we got ace king. Okay, so we have a gutter. I mean, that's not the greatest card. I'm just gonna go B20. And jam river. I might be cooked here. There's a good chance it's just ace king, right? We don't block any of these, like queen jack. I'm gonna jam right at exactly before I go time bank. Yeah. Nice sound. People just don't like folding. I understand given what the bluffs I see. I don't think the call's terrible. Oh, I accidentally folded here. That sucks. Frustrated, but whatever. I probably should have folded flop. I should have maybe folded pre. Because maybe he's too nitty from the big. It's a tough spot to have bluffs, though. Let's be real. So I don't mind it. I can understand why he called. But, yeah. Because I don't know what I would be really bluffing turn with. Like, I guess 10-9. Basically gutters. I think 8-9's a little too good. Disappointing. Maybe if I went for an exploit that I probably shouldn't have gone for versus these types of players. I'm blocking so many bluffs here. I'm just gonna fold it. I'm gonna check here. And we'll check our showdown. Probably losing most of the time. I don't think there's a street I would play differently, and I don't think the river I can really bet, because why would you bet with showdown? On a 75, I'll call. Gonna find the lead here. On that number. Because he's gonna check back this board a lot, so it's an important thing to remember when you're leading. The basis of leading is for value. If you're playing a leading strategy that's built on making your opponent fold, you're gonna get exploited very fast. That's probably completely fine, but the idea is like you want to lead in spots where your opponent is checking. Like some people just lead in spots where your opponent's range betting because they want the guy to fold. I mean, it works as an exploit, but you got to remember that's why it's an exploit. I'm gonna check here. I could do either, and I think this was a fold, but I just called because I'm a dumbass. But let's hope we get rewarded with a nice queen on the turn. We could fast play this. I'll call it. This is a good card. So I'm trying to think here what size you would want to play. And I think small is the bet because I think his overcards have a tough time. And I'm just going to jam here on the off chance that he has like air and not a pair. And yeah, nice. Just because if he has king queen, he might just bluff river, you know, just like, oh, fuck it. Maybe it's hearts, and then we lose because we actually have worse showdown. But he's never going to call off king queen there, and this isn't even a 3-bet either. Man, I'm playing so bad while recording. It's annoying. Let's hope we don't get punished, though. Okay. Well, the good news is we might have an insanely good bluff candidate here. Here we don't want to bet because we want to keep, like, queen 4 off in, I think. Let's get that nice 3 on the turn. I don't think I should have beat 20, but I literally blocked 7s and 6s, so it was like pretty bad. This guy's pretty psychotic. He might find a raise, but 3. We do block the Giga Nuts. But the thing is, we can't really rep it, because, like, would you ever actually check 4-3 here? I'm gonna check and just hope this guy doesn't bet. Oof. Close. I think someone for sure is a 3. So. This is probably a 3. But I don't know. Could be 2 pair. Or it could be 6-3 and he's inducing. Because I think that's probably a fair strategy. Hmm. 25 minutes. Playing three-handed in a game I probably shouldn't be, but we're just gonna play it for a bit till this video ends. Kind of mad about my queen 10 hand. I'm used to some of these playings working, but I probably should have been a bit more solid versus more solid player. Yeah. So both players hit a 3. This guy called Jack 5. Is that real? Maybe he's a wreck. I don't know. He's the A7 guy from the hand before. Gonna call? Okay. Well, you know why a 3 didn't come? We could lead on this card because we have way more flushes than he does. But I think you probably want to lead with mainly flushes and or bluffs that block flushes. Oh man, I want to fold. I just don't understand what you do this with. It's like I know. I'm crazy. It just under the gun. This guy's a reg, right? Under the gun is a very tight position. So like, think about like the hands logically. He's not gonna have queen jack. He's not gonna have any offsuit spades. Like king jack, like what do you do? King jack off with the spade. Like I can't see myself. Like maybe it's queen jack suited and he's just actually wailing, and I'm just dropping a bunch of EV. Then maybe. But either way, I don't really want to call turn, and I feel like he's just not gonna give up. So make the incredibly nitty fold. I know it's a call in theory, so if anyone goes and runs it, but I don't know. Go tell me how much money the call's making. I know that's not. It's hard to run because it's not theoretically a play. So to assume that he's playing like the theoretical B75 range there would be kind of absurd, right? Because why would anyone play that? It's clearly some exploitative thing. I think a lot of people would just call an ace for 2 streets there. So and if he thinks the line's overfolded and that's why he's betting big, then he's probably gonna keep betting. That's not necessarily 100% true, but I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this type of content. B75 check here. We're gonna check the 9-9. And I don't know what to do on this board. I'm gonna assume not having a 9. I mean, not having like the 9 of hearts is pretty decent. He says up. I'm gonna block here. I think it's gonna be my main strategy. Half pot, eh? Alright. I'm gonna raise him. This is way too big of a size. Like, I mean, it's alright, but I don't like it. I'm gonna fold. One third. I'm gonna call off a jam. I'm probably cooler, but oh, nice one. I don't like jamming here because like, what the hell do I? He's calling a 7, but I can induce a jam by doing that. So I'm just gonna fold. I think he's gonna be isolated to a lot of like one pair hands like he had there. I think the best way to attack them is by just B20. We have like no bluffs left, right? The worst hand we can have is 2 pair basically. Maybe, and then maybe some jams with the ace of hearts. I think some jams just saying like I have a really good flush is okay as well. But I think with like the jack of hearts, like what are you standing to gain by jamming? And here on a 98, gotta go big on this type of board. I think with the 5. All right, I don't know. Fuck, I wish I could check my hand history if I button this guy or not. I'm just gonna sit on the big blind. I don't know if I grim him. I don't know. Did I or not? I'm not paying attention. I kind of feel bad. Okay. Well, here I'm not gonna grim the guy. On this number, this will 3-bet. I wish I could check. I could type in chat or something. Okay. This could be B20 or check. I like check here. If he sneezes, I'll fold. Yeah. I don't mind just like not putting money in the pot when you have like 0-0 equity. And then like you're gonna trap a lot of ace-x there, so you're gonna be able to continue really easily because you're gonna be checking at a high frequency. I think this hand never fold. I think this hand's a pure fold. Oh wait, never mind. I can't. I started big blind. I'm just gonna fold. Good game, guys. Over here. Oh right. Anyway, with the tables breaking because I'm so good, everyone quits me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next.